Okay. Hello and everyone. Hello everyone.
That is staying in.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can't. We don't have time.
We don't really edit it.
Yeah. We're here for another happy hour episode as part of the PAX Hospitality Podcast. I'm here with Michael Bichetta.
Hello.
And our special guest, our first guest on this format, we have Quentin Berthonneau.
Hi, hello.
From OG House. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Great to get you in, mate, after what has been a pretty big, let's say, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. When did you go away? How long ago?
I left Australia, I think, 1st of August.
1st of August, and you're gone for how long?
2 months.
2 months?
Away. Yeah.
Tell us in 1 minute what those months look like for you, because I know they were pretty hectic.
Basically, jumped in a plane with my partner and my kid, and I was just traveling around France, Italy, and Czech Republic, teaching masterclasses about Panettone and training and competing at the Panettone World Championship in Italy.
Amazing. Sounds like a pretty whirlwind trip. We'll get to the Panettone Championship in just a sec. We're going to hit you with some fast fire questions just to ease our way into this chat, and just get to know you a little bit better as well.
Sure.
And how long have you been in Melbourne?
I moved to Melbourne in 2011, so what's that, like 15 years?
Long enough.
Yeah.
15 years. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the west side of France, in a small industrial town. Yeah.
West side of France.
Yeah.
West side
Close to
of
Nantes.
France. Okay.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah. Awesome. Now, and this doesn't have to be for Melbourne, obviously, but what's your favourite restaurant or venue at the moment? It doesn't have to be a restaurant, but venue. First thing that pops in your mind.
I think you're a dad as well, so I think you'll get this, but we don't really go out.
We don't go out
often.
Yeah.
But some of the nicest recent experience were probably Peaches in Thornbury.
Oh, yeah.
That was really nice. Just really good wine list, really good small sharing dishes. Really liked it. Yeah.
Nice, love it.
Have you guys been there?
Yeah, it's great.
I have not yet.
You haven't?
No.
It's good. What do you make at home that's better than anywhere out?
Oh, wow.
You can't say bread, because that's obvious.
I can't say
Let's
bread.
think about something.
Pizzas?
Pizza. Oh, I'll give it a pass.
It's not bread.
The bread's a large component of that, but
Look, I've got a nice pizza oven.
Yeah.
I've got a nice backyard. There's just nothing better than making pizza at home.
amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Amazing. What's an underrated gem in Melbourne that people should know about?
Where do you live?
Preston.
Preston. Okay.
Yeah, but I've lived a lot in Richmond, so big fan of I Love Pho.
I love
Richmond.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've been there over 1,000 times in my life.
Yeah.
And maybe
What's your order at I Love Pho?
just straight large beef and beef balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
straight.
spring
Yeah.
rolls. Prawn.
Yeah.
Do you get the is it blood pudding or blood sausage or
Yeah, I don't get
blood
Oh,
loaf?
like in the soup.
Yeah.
Like I've had it once or twice, just to change it up a bit when you go
Yeah.
there often. But no, I just go back to the classic. It's just
Yeah,
it's
good.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the blood in the broth is, I feel like, for me, it's going to sound really white of me, 3 spoons, it's like delicious. And then after that, I'm like, whew, it's full on.
I don't mind
It's
it.
full on.
So
I don't mind it,
where
but
I come
it just
from,
really
we have a dish for like country people just really eat stuff, and the dish is pretty much pig's blood and bread and broth. That's what it is. And I have memories of my grandmother just pouring 20 liters of pig's blood into the pot, and I was going for it straight away.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think anything of it at that age.
No,
you just like it's
But I
food.
love it.
Yeah.
Every time I go back, I want to have some. It's like blood pudding, but without the casing.
Yeah.
And it's a bit liquid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's delicious. Yeah.
No wonder you're such a strong guy, man. Like you grew up on that shit. Yeah. Amazing. I'm going to circle right back to where we started about your trip and the Panettone World Championship. What on earth goes on at the Panettone World Championship, and how do you even get to the point of being able to enter something like that with you and your team?
What's a Panettone World Championship? Well, I guess it's an organization trying to create a competition in which they invite multiple countries to try and produce the best products.
Yeah.
So the theme here was definitely Panettone. It was the second competition they did as a group. Back in the day, it used to be an individual competition, but now they're doing it as teams. And I think, there's two different competitions in the world at the moment, just like the FIFA and the UEFA.
Sure, yeah.
Can I say brands? Or like
Yeah, you can say brands. We're not going to get in trouble. We're not that big yet.
Just like UEFA and the FIFA, there's the Copa del Mundo and the Panettone World Championships.
Okay.
And they work differently, and there are two different organizations. One of them, you send your panettone and they taste it.
You just package it
and then
go.
You can win or not.
Because panettone's fresh for about 2 to 3 years, isn't it?
Oh, well, let's get to that in a second.
All right, sorry.
There's going to be some controversy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the other competition, you actually have to go there and compete and produce the panettone there,
Yeah.
which is the competition I did. And I think it's a much better competition because you get to see how people are working. You
Process.
Get to, it's way more transparent. It's not fully transparent. But it's way more transparent than the other one. So I do think it's a better competition in that sense. And working as a team is a different thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And how did you get selected to be the person and the group to go?
Oh, just like it's pretty much the same in every single organization. It's just a matter of knowing the right person
Who you
and
know.
being there at the right time. So I did represent France. Was it 3-4 years ago now at the first edition, and I was coaching France.
Yeah.
And I told them 2 years later I'll be back in Australia.
Yeah.
And I was pretty sure there was no team, and I was keen to put my hands up, bring a team together, train the team, and bring it over.
It's Team
And they were
Australia.
like, look, you if you can do it, you're in.
Yeah.
Like, sure, okay.
Did your French compatriots get upset by this? Like, hang on, he's French. Why is he representing Australia? It's like, I've been here 15 years.
Some
nearly
people
half
gave
my
me
life.
shit about
Yeah.
They were like, what are you doing? One day you're with France, one day you're with Australia. Who are you going to be with next?
Yeah.
But, it's just joking around.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not exactly a football contract.
No, definitely.
What's the prize for the winner?
8,000 euros and some free ingredients.
Free ingredients.
Flour.
Flour. That's pretty much all we want. A bit of flour.
Yeah.
And how many countries are competing?
There was supposed to be 12 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Japan, Taiwan, Australia, China, Brazil. Was Mexico there? I can't even remember. Spain, Germany, France. I forgot.
Italy?
A few. So Italy could not compete this year because they won the last edition, and as the winner, you can't compete in the next edition. Yes.
Because the
For whatever reason.
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules that are
Weird rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Italians must be kicking themselves for making that rule and then winning and then not being in the next one.
Well, I think they would be scared of losing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if
once you've won,
they're anything like
there's
their
so
football
much money,
team.
there's so much money into it for them.
I bet.
So much money.
I
They
bet.
can't be losing.
Yeah.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, shit. So, we obviously know you. Who else was in the team?
So in the team, we had Johnny Pinacelli, we had Simon Vovi, and we had Franco Villalva. So Franco owns To Be Frank in Melbourne. He's got 2 stores in Collingwood and East Brunswick Village. Simon is the head pastry chef at AP in Sydney.
Yeah.
And Johnny was in Adelaide and then in Sydney at Sonoma, and now he's working for a bakehouse in Hong Kong.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, 18.
Pretty formidable
Yeah,
team.
that's good.
Yeah, the team
Very
was
cool.
Yeah. And lots of different skills to bring to the table. So it was nice to just have a few different personalities and skill, and not just 3 members very strong on panettone.
Yeah.
Because the competition was not just about panettone.
No, the other components,
Yeah.
right?
So, how broad can you go on the ingredients that go into the panettone, or is it like super tradish?
Yeah, what do you have to
Traditional.
produce for the competition?
So
Maybe you go
there's
start
3 or
there.
4 different sections. Or actually, there was 5. The first one was a classical traditional Milanese panettone, which is very restricted. It's protected in Italy, so you actually get some regulation on what should be inside and the different ratios. The ratios are minimum only, so you can push the numbers if you want to. But you were very strict with what you could use and what you could not. The chocolate panettone, you're pretty much free to do what you want. And the innovative panettone, you were pretty free as well. Then we also needed to produce a gelato to go with the innovative panettone to serve with it. And there was a decorated panettone, so we needed to decorate panettone like an artistic showpiece, I guess. There was a sourdough flour. So we need to take our own sourdough and transform it into a blooming flour. They needed to weigh anywhere in between 3 to 5 kilo. I know, I did the same face when I read
What
that.
the hell?
Like, what
That
is
seems
this?
arbitrary.
The Italians, man, they really go for it.
And we had to make individual desserts based on the principles of the circular economy. So reusing the elements of panettone into an individual dessert.
Cool.
So there was a fair bit of things that were out of my panettone experience and knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. So where did you land? What was the result?
So result, we finished third best in the world, second best classico panettone, and first best innovative plus gelato panettone.
Oh, baby. Okay, let's go with
And
what
best organization and waste management.
Oh,
Yes.
best order. You must be very happy with that
Very
prize. That's
happy about
number
this.
one for you.
It's the first one they announced.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. I'm out.
I don't care what's
need-
happened.
Yeah. Like we didn't even think we would win something. So just to have that one, I was like, that's it, guys. Thank you.
Amazing.
See you later.
Yeah.
And then they just kept on coming. And it was
Yeah.
just, it was so good. Such a nice emotion.
Amazing.
Love it.
Now, taking that win and coming back to Australia, first of all, before we dive into more Panettone land, why don't you tell us a bit more about Oji House and what it is and what it hopes to be?
So Oji House is, I guess, it's my new project, but it's a project I've been working on for the last 5 years. It's to make it simple, it's a baking school and an online bakery. So I teach most of the time, and the rest of the time I'm doing a weekly bake. It's a sourdough baking school, so I focus on sourdough baking. That's where I have a lot of experience, and that's where I want to dive deep and to try and transfer that knowledge to most of the bakers in Australia or abroad, because I do get some international students.
Yeah, amazing. What sets you apart in terms of those sourdough products? Like, what's special about them?
I think if we try and have two different categories, we've got sourdough bread, which I think in Australia we have a lot of chance with what we have. We have a lot of bakers that make really good sourdough bread.
Yeah.
But in terms of sourdough pastries or sourdough sweet products, it's actually very rare to find really good ones. Most of the time they're a bit sour, they're a bit dense. They're not. The science behind it is not really out there, except when you dig into panettone, because panettone is the only sourdough product that you can eat that is not sour. And when you understand the science behind it and you apply it to other products, you get all the same benefits. More softness, more shelf life, more volume. And that's what I teach. It just makes every single soft product absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But you got to understand the science, the balance of ingredients, and the processes. But when you do, it's just so easy.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
And is that
I get very excited
and
about
you
it.
can school me on this, but is that because Panettone was being produced a long time ago? Like, what do you know the sort of dates of when Panettone
No,
came
I'm
into
always
existence?
horrible with history and
Yeah.
dates. And
Yeah.
I think Panettone has been around for what, 200 years?
Yeah, a
maybe?
long time. So
Something like that. Yeah, but
were
they
they
evolved.
had to use sourdough to
Yes,
produce.
yes, they had to use sourdough. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the panettone that we know is totally different than the panettone
totally,
that
yeah,
used
of
to
course,
be.
it
I don't think
changes.
they used to flip it around, so I don't think they would have been as rich. And when I
Yeah.
see the regulation, the quantity of sugar, butter, and yolks that you need to have in a panettone, the regulation makes the number super low.
Yeah.
So it could actually be like a light brioche.
Yeah,
basically.
sure.
And it was
How many
just
how many yolks do typically go into it?
depending on the size of panettone you do, but it will be anywhere in between 20 to 45 yolks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that's giving the color as well.
Yes, yolks is the only thing that gives color.
That gives
Yeah.
colour.
Yolks, the vanilla, and a bit of the orange paste. Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, right,
and the
yeah.
reason why you don't see as much of sourdough use in pastry and viennoiserie is because viennoiserie didn't really come until yeast came along, as in like off the shelf yeast.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah,
And
but
that's
there's also
probably
a
why.
huge lack of understanding. Even as myself, when I started 5
Yeah.
years ago, there was nothing online,
Yeah.
nothing anywhere, and it's just impossible to understand how to process, create a recipe, how to fix it, and it's just starting to come out
Yeah.
for the last maybe 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So luckily enough, I was there at the right time.
Yeah. Well, you look at the two things together, like viennoiserie and pastry is so precise. Like it's all about precision. And then sourdough and wild fermentation, all those things are like the opposite of that a lot of the time,
actually,
if you can't control it.
I actually challenge that. I
Yeah.
think sourdough is all about precision and,
Sure.
and consistency.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is, it's quite easy to make an average loaf of bread. So it's
I see.
easy to get into it.
Yeah.
It's like, Tim, it's easy to make a coffee, right?
Yeah,
But how
yeah, it's super
easy
easy.
or how hard is it to actually make a really good coffee?
Right. Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can go super technical, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I get excited about. It's just the technicality behind it. I don't care about the flavors that you can do in a panettone or whatever. I just get excited
Yeah.
about how to balance things to perfection.
Well, there's a
And
beauty
science
in that
behind
to
it.
be able to produce good enough bread at home with sourdough because it's so forgiving.
Yes.
But to elevate it to the next sort of level is a little bit more. That's where the science comes in, where you need to.
That's where the science comes in, and that's where I come in. That's where
Yeah.
I want to help people be able to achieve their goal.
Yeah, because if you mix ground coffee with water,
You're going to get coffee.
you're going to get coffee on the other side. The water goes brown, you drink it, it goes, okay, so there's coffee.
There's caffeine in it. Yeah.
So, well, let's go to process then.
Yeah.
Panettone specifically. Tim touched on it before. It's a 3-year-old product sometimes.
Well, I just need to go back quickly. My dad is a retired GP, a doctor, and for whatever reason, he used to receive Christmas presents from his patients.
Yeah, the Italian patients, definitely.
Yeah, well,
Guarantee.
He specialised
Nice.
in senior care, I guess you call it.
Sure.
And so they're obviously very good at presents. Now the presents ranged from a box of tissues that were wrapped, like those Danish biscuits in the blue metal containers.
Great.
And I kid you not, every year we'd probably have about 6 to 10 Panettones that were presents from
I've
patients.
never experienced this.
Yeah,
And so year round, there's like the very, very top section of the cupboard was just filled with Panettones.
That's
And-
so good. I'm glad that you've had an experience of panettone not being Italian.
Yeah, well,
because
yeah.
for me growing up, I hated panettone. Like it was always around in my house, my nonna's house, and it was always the joke present because you rarely saw people eating it. You only saw people gifting it, or
Yeah.
you were receiving the gift. So it was like there's always that ongoing joke. It's like it's re-gifted every year, and just the same panettone goes between 4 families.
It's the thing that everyone says. It's the worst parts of bread and the worst parts of cakes combined gives you the panettone.
So
I guess it's just
so
left.
true,
Where's
though.
that guess gone?
yeah. So jumping from there about the worst part of bread and cake, what sets yours apart? Like, why is yours so bloody?
Why is it the best part of bread and the best part of cakes?
Why is it so damn good?
Oh, wow, what a deep question.
It's definitely not coming from a deep place.
Philosophic about it.
I think it started with culture. Definitely, it's about culture and food systems. And I think what you experienced was maybe the lowest level of the food systems.
Yeah, mass
And
produced.
I
yeah.
am on the opposite. Not where I'm trying to create elitist food, but I'm just trying to understand the science behind it and create a product using what I believe is right for the planet, for people, and for myself. And then from there, hopefully I'm trying to create a product that just hits the spot. And it's about finding the perfection in baking. It's about making sure that every single step and every single processes are just right. And sometimes it's not about being subjective. It's about making sure if it's right or not. Sometimes I'll have people telling me what's the best panettone they've tried. I don't really care about it because I know that in the process there, I failed a little bit. So for me, I don't care about it anymore. It's just not there. Like, if you're playing a song on the piano and you just miss one note, it's not right. You want to start over again. There's no point continuing. And it's the same thing about panettone. So I guess I have that dedication to that very unhealthy pattern of reaching for perfection. But it's a journey. I keep learning. And every single time I succeed, I know the next time I'm going to fail. And I'm just on that journey and I just keep on learning all the time.
Yeah.
I just love that through the process.
Now, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from a perfectionist point of view. I mean, I've been the beneficiary of having your panettone for many years now, and obviously I've always loved them. And I also get the ones that are like your test
Average,
ones.
yes.
And honestly, I put those in front of people that haven't had yours at all, and they're like, they say that. They're like, this is the best panettone I've ever had. I'm like, that's a test one. And everyone's like, what the fuck? How good is that? So the stand is obviously amazing. So I'm very much looking forward to this year's batch.
It's kind of been in the last 3 years that I've been introduced to
better
really
panettones.
good. Yeah. I mean, Tom at Iris,
Yeah.
his were really great the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's an actually really, really, really wonderful
Yeah.
thing. And the other thing is that typically you are showcasing it at Christmas and you've had this stupidly, overly heavy meal, weirdly, because we tend to cook European food on Christmas Day in Australia. We're sort of learning to come out of that. So you're all stuffed and full, and the last thing you want to do is eat anything heavy. Step in a really well-made panettone and we're
Yeah, you're away.
away.
It's the right
Yeah.
weight for after.
Should we go a little bit into the panettone process, like how it's made?
Yeah,
Because I think
100%.
that would actually dictate the difference between the pretty low-level panettone and the player panettone. So I think from an industry understanding of the process, I believe they would just combine all the ingredients together and use commercial yeast to make it rise, and then you will have a very low-level panettone, and that should not cost too much money. Like you will just end up paying the cost of the ingredients, and that's about it. Then the next level after that will be the bigger industry players who will actually use sourdough, and they will do the proper process. So what's the process of panettone? It's usually a 2-dough system. So you'll have a first dough where you have less fat, less sugar, less yolks, no flavorings, no salt. And that first dough needs to ferment for about 12 hours. And then you mix a second dough and you add all the remaining ingredients, and then you let that ferment again. You shape it, you prove it, you bake it, you put it upside down, and then you can package it. And that's the normal process. And you can still do that in big factories at a high number, and you can still have a quality panettone or an average panettone, depending on how you process it. And then the shelf life of that, when you perfect it, it can be about anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks, maybe if you're lucky. And by lucky, I mean you're just doing every little step of the process to perfection.
Perfect, yeah.
Yes, therefore you'll get a better shelf life. But if you're not, you can just use enzymes that will change the shelf life of your product. And you can have up to 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And for the Italians, it's part of the culture. I visited an Italian panettone factory about a month ago when I was there. And the guy told us they make panettone without enzymes. But just before Christmas and before exporting to the States, they actually add enzymes. So they've got 2 different panettone, one with and one without it, depending on where they're actually selling it. They're not hiding it.
Yeah, sure.
And it's actually, why not?
Out of necessity.
Yes.
Yeah, they want to move it to America. People gift it. It gets moved again.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, wild.
So, and then on the part that we didn't talk about is the sourdough itself. So you can't just use any bread sourdough and put it into a panettone first dough. It will just not rise enough. You won't have enough yeast. You'll have too many bacteria. Your product will acidify. It will be a bit dense. So that would be a failure. So you need to train your panettone starter in a very specific way for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So mine is fed almost every single day, all year round, because I teach with it. So it doesn't really need to be trained in a very specific way because it's just constantly at a good level. But for anyone starting or anyone wanting to convert their sourdough starter into a panettone starter, you will need about 2 to 3 weeks. Then you will get into the process of mixing the first dough, letting it rise for 12 hours, mixing the second dough, and letting it rise for anywhere from 6 to 9 hours.
Heaven. And without derailing you, it's flipped and hung upside down because
of the richness. It's just so rich in yolks, butter, sugar, and hydration that if you don't, it actually collapses. So you need to let it cool down. You need to let the fat hardens at room temperature, and then you can turn it back around.
Yeah. Love it.
Wild.
So just to make it harder for Christmas, there's a guy in Italy, Vincenzo Tiri. He makes one of the best panettone I've tried. And he does a 3-dough system. So instead of doing 1 and 2 dough, he mixes a third one, and he extends the period of fermentation even longer.
Yeah.
Resulting in?
Theoretically, more softness, more shelf life, more flavor. So that's what I'm working on for Christmas.
Yeah.
And what's the...
And no one does it.
No one does it here.
Well, I think you have to be even more crazy to do that.
Sure.
So, I mean, we're not doing it. Yeah.
I tend to just grab my hand and rip a portion out of it. But is there a proper way to serve panettone?
No, I think that's very subjective. I think you do it the way you want. You can just, tear it apart. You can remove its little casing and then cut it beautifully. Or you can turn it to the side and cut round slices.
The sideway.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that.
Sideway is quite nice for toasting.
Yeah.
Like if you want a nice little slice to toast, especially in savory panettone. Like I just picture going into a wine bar and you have a cacio e pepe panettone and you just have that little like half moon just toasted or torched and you just serve it with something that would just be amazing.
Sounds like some pretty good content right
it's
there.
really great.
Audience lose their minds over that.
Yeah. I mean, two trending things, panettone and cacio e pepe. People are going to lose their head.
Yeah. And what are we drinking with panettone?
Oh, with a sweet panettone? Oh, I think we need a little pet nat. I think you want something light and refreshing.
Fresh.
Yeah, that's what I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not matching kind of the sweetness with something sweet. something rich?
No, I think, most of the time it's the end of the meal, you're heavy.
Yeah.
You want something light and a bit funky.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's what I want.
All right.
How many are you making this year for Christmas?
I think around 400.
400?
Yeah, I've got 220 on pre-orders, but I haven't sent the email to the mailing list yet.
Yeah.
And I still do the orders with the shops and stuff. So if I do 400, I'd be happy.
Be stoked.
200 and I'm happy already.
200 is amazing.
We should have a little panettone competition for our listeners.
I do think so. I was hesitating sending some panettone to or sending an email to Brochit and saying, hey, I think we should organize a tasting and a competition.
Oh,
that would be nice. But then I was like, well, I want to be tasting and voting, and then my panettone cannot be in it.
Yeah.
So,
will you have your what is it? The experimental panettone? What was the one that you came first?
Innovative panettone.
Innovative. Would you?
No.
Too difficult.
Yeah. It was a bit complicated.
Yeah.
Look, maybe I'll do it. The good thing about OG is that I've got a weekly bake where I can change whatever street product I'm doing every week, and I only do one. So I think I could integrate that product into my weekly bakes.
And what was
as a one-off?
Talk us through the innovative one.
So innovative panettone was a laminated panettone, so a hybrid in between a huge croissant and a panettone.
Whoa!
So
holy moly!
I've redesigned.
I tried that, didn't I? You gave me a taste.
Maybe
when I dropped in.
Yeah.
You should remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yes.
It's like a very wild thing to have.
Yeah.
And we infused the liquids in the panettone with lemon myrtle, and we had candied Meyer lemons, but they were candied in a syrup with lemon myrtle as well. And that was served with Davidson plum granita, vanilla gelato, a little honey caramel, and some crunchy macadamias.
Shit.
So good.
It's full on.
So good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
And I can't thank enough Simon Vovey from AP, because most of his time and work was on the desserts, the ice cream, and the decorated panettone, and he's just done such an amazing job. Like, when someone works and you see them work and it's just clean, organized, you see the result, it's perfect, you taste it, it's even better. You're like, well,
amazing. Yeah.
Great, that was easy, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, so very, very grateful for his job.
I love that. Before we wrap up, I'm keen to get another answer out of you. The panettone has really grown a lot over the last couple of years, along with a couple other, let's say, baked and pastry items, right? That kind of start trending, for want of a better word. What do you think will come over the next couple of years? Is there something you're starting to see murmurs of that you think, fuck, I think that might be the next big thing?
What's the current big thing?
I don't know. What's the current big thing? I think panettone is a big thing.
It's a big thing, but people forget it because it's super big for 3 months.
Yeah.
And then it's away.
Yeah.
So I think at the moment it's laminated pastries, or the cross-laminated pastries that you see everywhere. The little pastries with the little stride. Like you see everyone doing pastries like that, which I never fell into it. It's just, I feel like it's such a lack of efficiency. But anyway, it's creative. It brings a different texture. Why not?
Yeah.
The next big thing, if I had that answer, I would be working on it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd be working on it, right? Or maybe you are. You just want to tell us.
Look, maybe the next big thing is, sourdough soft product, like the ones I'm doing, the grandi lievitatis, like the Italians call them, panettone, pandoro, brioche, etc. I wish that's what it is, but it's impossible to guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
amazing to have you on, Quentin. Appreciate your time. And for anyone wanting to get one of your very few panettone left for the year, where do they go?
The best is to go on the website, oghouse.com, go to the product page, scroll down to the panettone section, and just click on pre-order now.
Bang.
Easy.
There's only a few left. I've already secured, I think, 6. So good luck, everyone. Make sure you get yours before the end of the year. It's honestly the best possible present you could rock up with. Thanks again, mate. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a good Friday.